Self-help leads to discovery, leading to a raise in consciousness. And for me, once you dip your toe in, that's it. Life is changed. Whether that be for the better or worse, I don't know. It does depend on how far and where you go, and how open you are to the truth. Be prepared to have your mind cracked open, to cease understanding some of the people around you on their level, or your past friends. Maybe even feel a little like you're on your own at times. It's one of the ultimate questions. Would you choose to live in ignorant bliss with the blue pill, or uncomfortable truth with the red pill? Seems like a bit of a nostalgic Matrix reference, but it's a genuine decision that we can make. Our destiny is to wake up. So I will choose the red pill, time and time again. It can seem never-ending. Climate, political, race, welfare. Where did the rapid rise of veganism come from? I don't know, man. It's just so damn good. But none of it's a fad, a passing phase. These things are all related. Some stamped out by a controlling force of ignorance, but still hugely important in the process of us becoming better. One falls into the other. Some people might think, man, what next? It's just a never-ending process of demands and people wanting rights. Rights for humans, rights for animals, rights for forests. What's the next thing? But they're the same people that thought women were too emotional to be trusted with a vote. Or that a black man wouldn't be one of the best leaders that a country had ever had. Change might seem scary when you're in the grip of ignorance. But what's far scarier is not changing. Now, this isn't necessarily in some kind of order, but it's an array of the most interesting things that I've picked up, left behind, or decided to drop in my walk across these plains of life so far. Come on, man. You sound like a wandering shepherd of self-help, reflection, and a drive to be better. Gluten. I hope you realise you've gone from talking about global consciousness to gluten. Well, that's come from learning to listen to what's happening in this greedy little belly, and gluten, to me, is a disabling little protein. Listening to too many voices. It's really hard in day-to-day life, but in terms of reading and watching, that's just where I'm at the moment. The thing is, I feel listening to a vast array of speakers has helped me to come to the realisation that I want to refine the amount of people that I do listen to. For certain teachings and things like that, I'm not obviously refining the amount of people that I listen to on a broad scale. So although I've reduced the noise and the amount of speakers, it has still been a big help to me in the past, and it's got me to this point. I wouldn't take anything away from that. It's just something that I've decided to refine a bit. Be wary of being sucked in so you think something is the only thing that's going to work for you, but also be open enough to allow something to work. Arguments, kind of. Remain kind and don't go in trying to win something. Just go in with the intention of spreading a little information, and they're going to respond to that better than what they would if you went in trying to win a challenge. This is definitely more something I'm working on rather than suggesting I've mastered it. The strength in kindness. Understanding that what works for someone, like how they got rich or achieved great mental health, might not be what will work for you. Throw yourself into it and learn it as best you can, but understand that this person had a good idea that worked for them, but you may need another idea that's going to work for you. Meditation, I think that's an in. I'm taking that with me. Experimenting with the cold. I still incorporate it into my showers every day. You don't shower every day.
I do.
Coffee. Does one a day count as not drinking coffee? No, I think that's the exact opposite, actually. Up at 5 every day. Now, this will definitely increase the amount of hours in your day and probably help you to have the most productive mornings of your life, but I didn't join the army and I'm not going to go around pretending that I did. Minimalism. This is something I'm adding more and more importance to. Which is a strange thing to say, considering it's about less. I think he means to say read it more, no less. No more importance to the importance of less, but understanding that what he said, building small habits to reach bigger goals. I didn't think this would work for me, but I do really like it, so thanks James Clear. Not looking at my phone for the first hour of the day. It's a shame, but I found this too hard as I use a meditation timer on my phone and I listen to Audible when I go for walks first thing. I minimize it as much as possible and definitely don't look for at least the first 20 minutes just to try and calibrate my eyes into my surroundings a little bit. But then, yeah, after that I will look at my phone a little bit. Doing something like a walk without my phone on me at least once a day. I hate that little thing, so this is one of my favourite parts of the day. Stop saying hate. Learn about what it is that I'm eating. This is very much in for me, and health is one of the first things that got me onto the road of seeking to be better. I went onto a massive mission in cutting the sugar out of my life, and that just opened up a whole new door of learning about everything that I was eating. Being ferocious in the face of plastic use. I always just say to myself, someone has to do this. If it's not going to be you, which of the 7 odd billion people is it going to be? Because if every one of the 7 odd billion people don't care about plastic, we won't have a planet to live on. So it has to start from yourself and go from there. You know what, being ferocious in the face of all discrimination, pollution and welfare. Quick fixes. Although positive things can happen quickly, if you're looking and thinking that something sustainable will work for you quickly, it won't. Generic news. To me, the news is like all the parts of the mind that we're trying to leave behind. Jealous, violent, negative, ignorant, and completely reliant on other people's attention and interest to make it work. Finding fortune through giving, it's definitely something that I'm encouraging more, but something that I'm still working on. Man, we're gonna have to cancel the Spotify again. Learning from different cultures. One of the biggest reasons of ignorance is a lack of understanding and openness to other people's troubles. It's about opening your mind up to truth instead of right or wrong. We can together accelerate the job of becoming better. The worry of being disliked by people, that's their business, not mine. Yeah, he's gonna go on forever, so let's get out of it. Thank you so much for watching, and please do press the like button if you're new, subscribe, and keep embracing the simplicity of life. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.